Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Financial Tips. My name is Gerald Abbey. On this episode, I want to talk about credit policy and how to effectively manage credit in any business that you are in. We live in a country, especially people in the goods industry, where it's a big problem for them with whether or not to give credit to their customers because they need to make their stock or their goods flow like the way they expect it to. But in a reality or in a real sense, most of the customers don't get a chance to make the full payment as and when it's demanded by the business owner. So what do? That is where the concept of credit policy comes in and whether or not to grant credit policy to your customers. So on this episode, I'm going to give a few tips or a few areas of key factors whether you should grant your credit policy to your customers or not. The first notion or the first key area that I want to talk about credit policy is you need to know more about your customers in terms of information and also whether they are credit worthy to be given the credit policy or not. Most customers have a bit of history as to how frequent they pay their business transactions or how well they come to you to come and buy your product. So you need to know, is this particular customer worthy of being given a credit facility so that when they receive your goods in your business, they will then have the capability of repaying you within the right time. So it's one thing as a business person or as the entrepreneur to look at the customers that you are working with and also whether they are capable of repaying the credit at the exact point in time that you expected. The problem with the credit policy is it comes to the big risk of bad debt. Bad debt in the business is where you grant credit policy to someone, but at the end of the day, the person doesn't end up paying you back that money. So it then becomes a business expense that is borne by the business and goes a long way to reduce the profits of the firm. So it's one very key factor that every business person should know and also to decide on whether or not to do that. The second area that you should work on in relation to credit policy is whether how much debtors collection period you should grant to your customers. Debtors collection period in the name of accounting is the period of time that you grant credit policy to your customers, be it number of days. So the number of days in realistic sense is quite very key in how much you want your credit or your stock products to move and also for the money to come back effectively. Most business entrepreneurs have their varying ways of deciding how much credit period they give to their customers in a number of days, be it probably 10 days, 15 days, 30 days, depending on the kind of business owner you are and the kind of goods that you work with. But you need to be sure of the credit collection period that you need to apply for your business. It has to be both realistic and it has to both be feasible for both the customer and you, the business owner. It's also one key area of attaining back your money because the realistic part of your debtors collection period also makes it quite flexible and easy for your customers to repay back. If the days are not really realistic, depending on the goods that you work with or the goods that you sell, then it will be a problem for your customers to repay you. So it is very, very key to decide the effective number of days that you give your credit to give your customers at the end of the day. The third notion or the third key area you need to look at in terms of credit policy is make sure you have a very good customer relationship with your customers. Most customers tend to be reluctant or try and also be quite stubborn when they are also giving the credit policy. So it goes a long way to also affect your cash flow in your business. So the kind of relationship that you have in your business with your customers is also very key. So you need to also check that factor to make sure that your goods, in as much as it's going, you are also earning the revenue as which you are making from it. Another option that you can also look at is also the installment option of repayment. If you think you cannot wait for a particular period of time before your customer comes and repays you your money, you can then provide them installment options, realistic installment options I should say, because most people probably will say that installment amounts that you are giving them will probably be too high or will probably not be feasible for them to repay. So it all comes down to the relationship, like I said in the previous option, that it depends on how positive the relationship is with your customer. You can then have effective and realistic installment payments for them to pay. So that way your cash flow flows very efficiently and in the way that you expect it to. At the end of the day, you're going to make every part of money that you sold from all your stock or your goods in your business. So all these things that I've spoken about comes a long way to also go ahead to resell most of your stock like the way you want it to. Because having effective deadlines for your payments of all your stock that you sell comes a long way to help you improve your sales in your business. So most people try and have that notion that giving credit policy is quite risky, or they will not go there. But I will entreat all entrepreneurs or every business person that it's something that you can also look at. Despite the risky part, it also comes with a rewards. So you can also look at that and see how well it can move and improve your sales in your business. Every business person needs to maximize profit. So at a point in time, if it feels worthy of being risk taken, I wouldn't try and discourage anyone from doing that. So if you feel like you can try and look in the area of credit policy and see how well it can go and help your business, it will be a massive boost to how your sales or your revenue comes in your business. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Financial Tips. I hope you got something really beneficial from it. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at the CEO Project, and also don't forget to drop your questions and comments in relation to every topic that we post, because we are going to give you any feedback on whatever questions and whatever information that you provide us in our comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at the CEO Project, and also don't forget to click the subscription icon so that you'll be notified of every episode that we post on our YouTube pages.